駆け抜け青春スパーキング。皆さんお集まりいただき恐縮っす。
This isn't the direction this is not the direction I thought this route was gonna go. But I'm loving it. It's very whimsical, you know, compared to Ritsu's route. Well, especially this is definitely a lot goofier than every other route. The next day, all of the club members convened at the club room.
このメンツで集まるのって久しぶりな気がするな。
本当よ。誰かさんが適当なことしてるから。
Hibiki shot me a heavy glare.
ひじりさん、大切なお知らせがあるとのことでしたが。はい。皆さんに人事のお知らせがあるっす。人事ですか？もしかしてユウが部長をやることになったの？
No way.
すっごく雑に押し付けられた部長職ですが、指名された以上は最後までやり抜くつもりっす。じゃあ人事って？それでは発表するっす。この度ユウ先輩は青春部の部長補佐に就任しました。今後は部長補佐として部長である自分を全力でサポートしてくれることになったことをお知らせするっす。
So now you already have two vice presidents, and now you have an associate president. How does that make sense? I thought the vice president was meant to be, you know, doing this job.
おお、いいじゃん。
なるほど、これは適任ですね。よかったじゃない、ひじりさん。はい、小日向先輩とカイドウ先輩の後押しのおかげっす。ありがとうございます。ゆ、ちゃんとひじりさんをサポートするのよ。
Of course I will. I've never seen sarcasm written so plainly. It's impressive. You didn't see that. Yesterday, after I saw Kika's panties and was subjected to a lecture from Ritsu, Kika threatened me by asking, "Do you want me to tell everyone about this little incident?" And I agreed to an unconditional surrender. As a result, I had been appointed as associate president. So he's become the slave? Or is this a different role?
今日の先輩、目いっぱい私をサポートしてくださいね。部長補佐として。
This was what we were saying publicly, but this was what it really meant.
私の指示には絶対服従。何でも言うこと聞いてもらうっすよ。
There you go. It is slavery. We were in a master-servant relationship. Publicly a president and assistant president. But actually the relationship of a master and a slave.
それでひじりさん、今後の活動はどうなるの？
It only took a few days, but she accomplished her goal.
ようやく体制が整ったので、これから本格指導する予定っす。具体的には自分とユウ先輩で青春イベントを考えて皆さんにお伝えします。参加不参加はもちろん自由。参加できそうなら手を挙げてほしいっす。幹事は当の部長補佐が喜んでやってくれるそうなので、出欠席や当日までのやりとりはユウ先輩に集約してくださいっす。それでいいんすよね、先輩。
Don't look at me like that. Yeah, it sure does. She was planning to push all of the annoying parts off onto me. So, all of them. Every part.
私やりたい青春イベントがあるんだけど、リクエストは OK なの？もちろんリクエストも大歓迎っす。やりたいイベントがあればユウ先輩に言ってください。そうすれば先輩がいい感じにスケジューリングして手配してくれるんでね、先輩。
Yeah, I sure will.
へえ、ユウったら意外と乗り気じゃない。
Well, it's a little thing called blackmail. What am I being blackmailed with? Well, I can't really tell you. That's the entire point of blackmail.
そっか、
もようやく青春する気になったか。いいわね。そのノリで頑張りなさい。
I'll do my best, it says through gritted teeth.
師匠の様子がなんだかおかしい気がするんですけど。
しょうがないです。お兄ちゃんが悪いんです。
それはどういう。まあまありっちゃん、済んだことっすから。自分は全然気にしてないっすよ、先輩。
Kicker, you're seriously going to pay for this, damn you.
ピンクのパンツ。
Yes, ma'am. It's my pleasure to be appointed assistant president.
ということで、青春部の皆さん、これから青春部の皆さんといっぱい青春していきたいと思ってるっす。改めて自分と部長補佐のゆう先輩をよろしくっす。
My prospects are looking grim. You didn't have any prospects to begin with,
い
so
やー、綺麗にまとまりましたね、先輩。
I'm sure that's true for you. But this is where my own personal hell begins. I didn't mean to press that. Now that I was the subject of Kicker's tyranny, things had turned out exactly how she'd hoped it would. If this was how it was going to be, things might have been better if I'd accepted the role of club president. Or you should have just accepted her resignment. Yeah.
大丈夫っすよ。悪いようにはしないっす。青春部の活動もそうですけど、先輩の面倒もきちんと見るんで。
How specifically?
先輩が青春をエンジョイできるよう全力でサポートするっす。あ、信じてないっすね。
Of course not. Put a hand to your heart and think about what you did.
先輩に無理やり開脚させられてパンツをガン見されたことくらいしか心当たりないっす。
Well, that's because you wouldn't get out of the closet. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, italicized pretty and sure. I'm pretty sure all of this was your fault for digging through another person's closet without asking.
そう思うならみんなにそう言えばいいじゃないっすか。
And I wasn't running out of breath when I said that whole thing. Definitely not.
ゆう先輩の言い分に賛同してくれる人も中にはいるかもしれませんよ。
Maybe so, but the majority would likely take Kicker's side. She knew that, but was hell-bent on provoking me anyway. I was an idiot for falling for your provocation. She likely planned on getting caught poking through my stuff and showed off her panties. And that was how I felt about it anyway.
なーにをそんなに落ち込んでるんすか。
Kicker sprung up and lashed onto my arm.
かわいい後輩に懐かれてパンツも見ちゃって。さらにこれから2人で部活を盛り上げていくんすよ。約束じゃないっすか。もっと喜んでくださいよ。
Yeah, maybe it is a perk. Save for the part where you've got me wrapped around your little finger.
まあまあ。
What do you mean now? No, she said ma. It's different. It's Japanese. It's the Japanese version of now. You're such a handful. Kicker's timid smile made a wry grin across my face. So, Kicker,
はい。
how long are you planning to follow me? I asked while she followed me home.
さっきみんなの前で言いましたよね。体制が整ったから本格指導する予定だって。自分という先輩で青春イベントを考えて皆さんに伝えるんすよ。だったらその案出しをしなきゃいけないじゃないですか。
Yeah, I guess so.
なんで今からその案出し会議っす。
Alright, Kicker. Come up with some ideas.
はい。
Isn't this a strategy session? I just assumed.
案を出すのは先輩っす。自分はその案がイケてるかどうかジャッジする役割っすね。
Come on, you push everything onto other people too much.
部長補佐は部長の命令に絶対服従っす。
You tyrant.
とにかく まずは先輩が案を出してください。
Why do I have to go first?
だって自分が先に案を出したら先輩はそれ採用とか言って適当に逃げるでしょ。
I wouldn't do that, I think.
先輩ってわかりやすいっすね。ってことでしょっぱなは先輩が案を出してください。
Got it. How about a barbecue with everyone? I didn't mean to put a comma between barbecue and with.
それもうやったっす。
Whoops. Yeah, you're right. How about we go to the pool?
悪くないっすね。自分かざしではのけものにされてましたし。
You weren't a member of either club back then.
そうっすけど、ただ他の皆さんは2度目なんすよね。青春部の最初の青春イベントがそれでいいんすか？
That really might be iffy. Oh, how about an investment research group with everyone? No, flat out.
なんすかそれ。
It's important to start managing your financial assets while you're still young. However, naturally, there's a risk to losing your principal in investing, which is why research is indispensable.
はいはい、次行くっすよ次。
Hey, you can at least try to consider it.
青春イベントって言ってるじゃないっすか。投資勉強会のどこに青春要素があるんすか。
It's forging a future for yourself. That has to be youth.
金に目をギラつかせる青春なんて自分はごめんっす。
You might not like it, but everyone else might be interested in doing it. No, I can guarantee that's not the case.
そんなこと絶対にありえないと思うっすけど、まあわかりました。他の案も出してどのイベントがやりたいかリーンのグループでみんなに投票してもらいましょう。
Fine. Then you need to come up with some ideas too. We'll make this a competition.
いいっすよ。絶対負けないっす。
Don't make the... You are going to back yourself into a corner if you make this a competition. You have prefaced this by saying a competition. That means there is a winner and a loser. And if you lose, you will be subject to a punishment game. I can guarantee that.
でもその前にもう一つくらい何か案出してください。
What? We wandered around aimlessly while coming up with ideas and wound up at the park.
あ、ちょっと待っててください。
Kika took out her phone and headed further into the park. From what I could see, she was taking a picture with her phone.
いいっすね。
Of
キ
her
ャプ
phone.
ション何書こうかな。
What are you doing?
はあ、ちょっと映えるポイント見つけたんで撮ってました。
What does that mean?
インスタ映えする場所ってことっすよ。
Oh, that thing? Inusta was a social media site for photos and whatnot. I had never used it, but it seemed to be popular with girls. I didn't know you did stuff like this, like that.
まあ自分は一人で適当に楽しんでるだけっすからね。
Using social media solo sounds lonely.
アホっすか。フォロワーくらいいますよ。
Oh, how many do you have?
まあざっと6000人くらいっすね。
That's a lot, isn't it?
まあそこはほら現役の女子学生っすから、そういうとこ含めての数字っすね。
You're openly advertising the fact you're a schoolgirl. Don't you get a bunch of weird messages from people? Yeah, she just closes her DMs.
いっぱい来るっすよ。
Never mind.
今度会わないかとか自撮り送ってとか、まあ証拠りもなく似たような文面で送ってきますね。中には面白そうな人もいるんで適当に遊んでるっす。
Oh, wait, no. She isn't getting them through DM. She's just getting them through the comment section under her pictures. Mess around with them. Don't tell me.
なんすか？エロい想像でもしてるんすか？違いますよ。ダイレクトメッセージで思わせぶりなこと返して相手の反応を楽しむだけっす。
Oh, is that all?
ほっとしました？
More or less. You really should keep the teasing online in moderation.
なんですか？
Isn't there a chance they could identify and stalk you?
大丈夫っすよ。自分そういうの平気なんで。
You're really not, though. There have been people who've been ID'd just by the scenery reflected in their eyes. That's a true story, though, by the way. You should be more careful.
なんすか？自分のこと心配してくれてるんすか？
Of course I am. You're my underclassman.
先輩は優しいっすね。大好きっす。
Sure, sure. Say what you will. There she went, teasing people again.
あ、ほら、さっきの投稿にいいねがつきましたよ。
Kika came closer and showed me her phone screen. She had just posted this a few minutes ago, but it already had more than 20 likes. You're pretty popular, huh?
自分意外と人気あるんす。撮り方とか構図とかいろいろとこだわってるんで。
You must be having a lot of fun.
自分が見ていいねと思ったものをいいねって思ってもらえたら嬉しいじゃないっすか。誰だって自分はこの世界に存在してていいんだって証拠が欲しいんすよ。
I mean, if you can't get anyone to accept your existence, then living on is purely in vain anyway.
そういうことっす。先輩も生きてるうちが話すよ。いずれは灰になるんだから、生きてるうちに目いっぱい燃えとかないと。
Fine, fine. I'll try harder.
じゃあ青春イベント、もっと案を考えてください。先輩が青春できそうなアイデアが欲しいっす。
Don't you want ideas everyone can enjoy, not just me?
それはそうなんすけどね。青春部の青春イベントは先輩も参加するんすよ。もっと当事者意識を持ってくださいっす。
Well, Kika continued to scold me. We put our heads together to come up with fun ideas for the youth collective until sunset.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。皆さん、季節は夏っす。イエーイ。夏といえば
もちろん海よ。
What about the mountains?
そこ盛り下げるようなこと言わない。
空気読みなさいよ。
Harsh.
ということで青春部の夏休み青春イベント第1弾は海っす。
わー
Yeah. We had held a vote over Lynn on the potential events Kika and I had come up with. The first chosen was a safe pick, and go have fun together at the beach. As a side note, I had cast the only vote for the investment research group. Why? What do you mean, why?
海は前にもみんなで来たよね。
You... This is the first time we see a Hibiki route U outside of Hibiki's route.
あの時は海でバーベキュー食べるのがメインだったじゃないっすか。でも今日は海で遊ぶのがメインっす。
そういえば神楽坂は
He's not joining us. He said something about not wanting to since hanging out with girls in swimsuits is scary.
神楽坂先輩のあの体質、どうにかならないもんすかね。
I'd like to do something about that too, actually. Well, considering this is the last round in the game, I don't think we're going to do anything about his disorder.
まあ仕方ないわよ。参加したい人が手を挙げるってシステムなんだし。
そうっすね。嫌がる人を無理に参加させても楽しめないっすから。
I would have liked to have had him here, though.
どうしてっすか？
Without him here, I'm the only guy.
いいじゃないっすか。ハーレムっすよ、ハーレム。
Yeah, but like, I've already dated all of you. It's boring. Except you. But that's why I'm doing your route now.
うははっすね、先輩。
Forget a harem. I'm just carrying everyone's luggage. Since I was the only guy around, I was forced to be the pack mule. The end result was... the end result, I was holding some immense weight on my shoulders. A parasol, cooler, folding chairs, and a rice cooker. Who was it? Who packed this stupidly heavy thing?
私。
Hey, I'm tossing this. I'm tossing this.
やめてよ、高いんだから。
Okay, that should be on you. Why would you bring an expensive rice cooker to the beach? You're gonna get sand in it, and it's gonna fucking ruin the rice cooker.
まあまあ先輩、落ち着いてください。お楽しみはこの後っすよ。
I can't exactly get my hopes up.
大丈夫っす。自分が一肌脱ぐんで。
I don't like the sound of that. Is it the sort of event where I'm forced to put suntan lotion on you or something?
そんなイベントはないっすよ。
But you said this was my harem. At least let me put it on someone.
だいたい先輩は目がエロいんで嫌っす。
Hey,
まあ見ててください。先輩にきちんとハーレム気分を味わわせてあげるっす。
so that's why you should let me put lotion on someone's back. It sounds reasonable to me. That's sound logic to me. Seriously. Hibiki landed powerful spike. Hibiki landed the powerful spike on a beach ball.
ちょっと響き、いきなり本気出さないでよ。
さすがなぎ、見事なレシーブね。
オーライてい。
こっちに。
見事なトスね、鹿島さん。さあ行くわよ、タイガートルネードスパイク。
響き、あんただけやってるゲーム違うから。
Hiragi, Kika, and I had parked ourselves under the parasol while we watched the others enjoy a game of beach volleyball.
いやはや、和コードは楽しそうで何よりっすね。
What are you, just some kind of geezer? Hiragi, you sure you don't want to join them?
スポーツはあまり得意ではないので。
自分も同じっすね。
Well, yeah, she's a VTuber. VTubers aren't really known for being good at sports. Kika, you don't deal well with sports either?
いやー、スポーツというより、このギンギラギンの日差しっす。長いこと太陽の下にいると、溶けて消えちゃうんすよ。
その感覚、わかります。日光に長時間当たっていると、成仏しそうになりますね。
Don't die on us, Hiragi.
夜とか暗いとこの方が元気になるっす。
それな。
Are you two vampires or something? No, they're just terminally online. It's different. Well, technically not. Both of them suck. I had a better joke lined up. I forgot what I was gonna say.
まあ似たようなもんっすね。
血は吸わないですが、生態は似てると思います。
Okay, well, they had the
そういう先輩はどうして混ざらないんすか？
they were about to follow through with the joke. You two are about as far from youth as it gets. You saw Hibiki's spike before. If I were playing with them, she definitely would have sent that flying at me.
いいじゃないっすか。一発食らってきてくださいよ。きっとひと夏のいい思い出になるっす。
I don't need any memory of getting nailed by a ball.
ああ、そういうとこほんとダメっすね、先輩は。
Yeah, the only person who should be doing some nailing is me. Into you. Later.
肝っ玉の小さい男っす。
Oh, shut up. At least, compared to Shinji, you know, he's a lot better. Why did I have to be belittled by my underclassmen this badly?
そんな調子じゃ彼女なんて作れませんよ。
Well, I've dated Shiori, Hibiki, Riri, Nagiko, and Ritsu. So, you know, I don't think I need advice from you. I'm not trying to get one, so who cares?
Hey!
Ow! She smacked me with a bag of crushed ice. It was fresh from the cooler, so it was still pretty solid. Hey, you don't need to hit me like that.
先輩のパッションとかけまして、このアイスロックと解きます。
その心は、
どちらも硬くて冷たいでしょ
You were trying to say something clever?
う。先輩、夏に女子と海に遊びに来てるんすよ。
Okay. And guess where he is? He's right next to two girls. So, you know, it's not like he isn't hanging out with girls on the beach. It's just that he's hanging out with the minority of them. Those four are gonna have their fun. I'm already here with two girls.
しかも私たちは学生と来てる。なのに彼女を作る気がない。はあ？バカすか？バカすね。周りに女子がいないとかならまだわかりますよ。でもこんだけ女子がいるじゃないですか。なのに手を出すつもりはないとか硬派か。
Is being straight-laced a bad thing?
悪いっす。許されざる罪っす。柊さんだってそう思いますよね。
はい。聖さんがそう言うなら。
Seriously?
先輩、ここは青春部っすよ。
Okay.
恋愛は青春の花形っす。
Well, I was going to disagree with her, but, you know, that's the entire point of this game.
なのに青春部の部長補佐が恋愛しないとか許されないっすね。ということで先輩には嫌でも彼女を作ってもらいます。
Didn't you say something about not making people join in if they're against it to Kagurazaka?
それはそれ、これはこれっす。
That's way too convenient.
ではこれより先輩のお相手選別大会。
わー、ヒューヒュー。
What was she trying to do exactly?
じゃあまずは小日向先輩からっす。
No.
小日向先輩って元気はつらつって感じでいいっすよね。勝ち気でボーイッシュ、ぐいぐい引っ張っていってくれる姉御肌というか。
If you were going to describe anyone as tomboyish, it should be Nagiko. I'm her childhood friend, so I know that all too well. She may have a feminine appearance these days, but she still likes to lord over the people around her.
いいじゃないっすか、男勝り。
No, it's not.
そんな子を彼女にしてヒーヒー言わせたいと思いません？
You're something else.
ああいう情熱的なタイプはきっとエッチもかなり情熱的っすよ。
I mean, out of she was definitely the fastest in terms of the time between the confession and the first hate scene, because she literally had sex like a minute after the confession. Come on, no way. Hibiki's not happening.
ああ、そうっすか。なら次は鹿島先輩っすね。
Okay, he's a much better
清
candidate.
楚で優しくて純朴そうな雰囲気があるっすよね、鹿島先輩。
You think so?
先輩からするとどういう人なんすか？
She's a philanthropic. She's as philanthropic as they come, and cares about the people around her. Although I think she has quite a mischievous side to her too.
ほーん、意外とよく見てるんすね。
Brother, he's a magician. It's his job to read people.
さては気があるんじゃないっすか？
Well, before Ritsu, she was at the top of the list, so yes. It's nothing like that for me.
胸も結構ありますよ。
That's also true. That's not something I really pay attention to.
胸がなくてもいいんですか？
Of course not.
じゃあ柊さんもターゲットに入るってわけっすね。
Well, she was my first, so... Hiragi was seated beside me and giving me the stink eye. Or is she? That's a weird way of putting it. I can't deny that that Hiragi is an attractive woman, though. Listen, Shiori had a good route, right? And it's unfortunate she is third, and it's unfortunate that I remember basically nothing from her route since it was the first one. But she is adorable. She looked away.
おお、初々しくていいっすね、そういう反応。意外とお似合いじゃないっすか、二人って。
Don't try and force people together.
でも柊さんはまんざらでもないって感じっすよ。
Well, I can guarantee all of the girls won't be completely opposed to the idea of dating you. Really?
試しに告白してみるとか。
No, I can't do that.
なんですか？
Hiragi would probably just go along with whatever I said.
そうなんすか、柊さん。ユウ先輩が付き合ってくれって言ったらどうします？
先輩がどうしてもって言うなら。
No, you shouldn't agree to date someone just because. That's something you do after you make sure you have real feelings for a person.
先輩はお堅いっすね、本当に。
Why wouldn't I be?
そんなん全然普通じゃないっす。若いもんが手順とか段取りとか気にしなくていいんすよ。勢いでエッチしちゃった後でとりあえず付き合ってみるかとか、そんな軽いノリでいいんですって。
Are you stupid? That's definitely wrong.
いいっすか、先輩。女の子ってのは先輩が思ってるより警戒心強いんすよ。かけらも好意を抱いてない男子に自分から会おうとしたりしないんす。まして二人きりでプライベートに会うなんてありえないっすね。
Really?
だから二人きりで会ってくれる時点で多少なりとも気があるってことなんすよ。
Oh, this was enlightening.
つまり逆に言えばっすよ、二人きりになれた時点で女の子はもう半分くらいいろいろと覚悟してるってことっす。
They are.
そう、だからこういきなり押し倒して。
Push her down.
なあ、俺のことどう思う？俺と付き合わないかとか言いながらちょっと強引にキスとかエッチしちゃう。これで8割方は落とせるっす。
Are you serious? So, Kicker, what you're saying is that you would have gone out with you if he did that to you when you were in his closet, right?
女の子は警戒心がある反面、この人ならって思う男子に押されるとすげえ弱いんすよ。騙されたと思って試してみてほしいっす。
There was no way that would work, or so I thought, but a part of me actually thought maybe it could.
ちなみに柊さんみたいなタイプは間違いなく推しに弱いっす。部屋に連れ込んでグイグイ迫ればすぐやれるっすよ。
I quickly glanced over at Hiragi.
先輩のエッチ。
Wait, I'm not the one who said any of that.
先輩の家には行きません。
This is your fault for giving her the wrong idea.
今の話を柊さんのいないところでして不意打ちでやればイチコロだったんすけどね。
聖さん、そういう入れ知恵は良くないと思います。
でも柊さん、想像してみてくださいよ。ユウ先輩がっすよ。お前が欲しいんだとか言って押し倒してきたらどうっすか？キュンときません？
She didn't say that one. Oh, never mind, she did. God damn it. Why did this? I need it.
ぽ。
She made a face for it too. Hey.
辞退します。
Anyway, I don't want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do.
先輩のヘタレ。
Call me sincere.
はいはい、わかったっす。じゃあ次行きますよ。 カイドウ先輩はどうすか？
Kind of scary. Yeah, but she's also kind of hot. There's a reason why I saved her route for last, and the reason why I was so sorely disappointed in her route. But as a marriage candidate, higher than Hibiki.
でもその分出れたら破壊力半端ないと思いません？
But still only fourth. Good point. A part of me would like to see her act that way at least once.
じゃあアタックしましょう。
No. Without easing into it whatsoever, she'll kill me.
おじけづいちゃダメっす。ああいうタイプは推しの一手っすよ。気持ちをガンとぶつけられると意外とあっけなく落ちるっす。
I really doubt that.
乙女心がわかる自分が言ってるんすから、そこは信用してほしいっすね。
But you know, if I crash and burn, it'll ruin things between us completely.
まあその時は自分が慰めてあげるっす。
I get the feeling I'll just be hurt worse if you console me.
まあなんだったら先輩のセフレになってあげてもいいっすよ。
You're saying stuff like that again.
じゃあ最後はりっちゃんっすね。
Hold on, Ritz is my little sister. Yeah, but like, you're not blood related, so it's fine.
いやいや、りっちゃんも妹である前に一人の女っすよ。
I didn't think Kika would actually bring her up.
女なんだから穴はある。つまりやれるっす。やっちゃえ先輩。
Stop! Don't say stuff like that out loud. What was going on? What was I going to do if Ritz you heard?
いいじゃないっすか、禁断の恋。
Now here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. She's not wrong. The best round in the game is the incest one, so like, you know. Do you have any shame? Ritz and I weren't related by blood, but we were still siblings.
倫理観なんてくったらないものはどうでもいいっす。先輩も気づいてるんじゃないっすか？りっちゃんが言う先輩を見る目、あれは恋する乙女っすよ。それを見て見ないふりするのもかわいそうだと思うんすけどね。
Listen, this is a matter between Ritsu and I. I'd prefer you don't meddle.
まあそういうなら黙ってるっすけど、でも誠実派を気取りたいんなら何らかの形でりっちゃんに誠意を示した方がいいっすよ。
I get it. I didn't think I was going to get lectured by her.
困ったっすね。こんだけ可愛い子が揃ってるのにどれも乗り気じゃないなんて。どんだけわがままなんすか先輩は。
Shut up and leave me alone. Besides, why haven't you listed yourself?
ひじりさんは？
Because Shiori will.
はい。
ひじりさんも女子です。遠野先輩の恋愛対象になるんじゃないですか？
いやいや、自分はないっすよ。
Yeah, that's right, Hiragi. Don't pair me up with someone so sinister.
でも、ひじりさんは遠野先輩とよく二人きりで話をしてます。さっきの話だと、半分くらいいろいろと覚悟してるってことになりませんか？
Oh, now that she mentioned it. Listen, Shiori, you may not know this, but all sorts of stuff has already happened. Her defenses were down after she barged into my bedroom.
まあユウ先輩になら押し倒されてもいいっすよ。そのくらい覚悟はしてるっす。
Oh, that's good to know.
本気にしないでくださいよ。
Pink panties.
ジョークっすからね。
I know.
もうマジでやめてくださいよ。
Oh, she was all riled up, and it was clear it got her heart racing just like it would for anyone else. All right, Kika, stop by my place on the way home today.
バカじゃないっすか。絶対に嫌っす。
Don't be scared. I thought we were close.
キモ。先輩マジキモ。そんなんで女が釣れると思ってたら大間違いっすよ。
Who is it? Who is it that said push a girl down and plant a quick kiss, and you'll win them over 80% of the time?
それは一般的な普通の女子の話っす。自分そんなに安くないんで。
私は安い女ですか？
Thank you, Shiori, for pointing that out.
あ、いえ、そういうことじゃないんすけど。
The hypocrisy. I'll test it out for myself later then. Whether or not Kika is an easy woman or not.
お願いします。
I'll do it for you.
だからやめてくださいって。
Hiragi and I had fun teasing the flustered Kika for a while longer.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
すみません。注文いいですか？
Yes, I'll be right there. A customer called out and I responded with a flawless smile. Does that complete your order?
はい、お願いします。
Of course. I'll be right back with your order. I bowed to
す
her.
みません、こっちも注文いいっすか？
Yes, I'll be right there. Why bother with the question marks? I know who that is. Another customer called for me, so I turned to them with another perfect smile.
おー、いい作り笑顔っすね。
Oh, it's you. I instantly lost my motivation.
あ、そんな態度とっていいんすか？お客様は神様っすよ。
I don't need a self-proclaimed deity like you. Go home already.
いってっすね、その言い方。100歩譲って神様じゃないとして可愛い後輩がわざわざ会いに来たんすよ。ポテトの一つくらいはおごって叱るべきじゃないっすか。
If you were Hiragi or Ritsu, then I'd be happy to treat them.
自分だけ差別っすか？格差良くないっす。
If you were a little cuter, then maybe I would consider it.
自分可愛いじゃないっすか。先輩大好き。
Damn it, her smile was cute. Yeah, but like, did the 80% did the trick work on her? Was she part of the 80% of easy women? Her words, not mine. Fine, I'll grab you an order with fries.
待ってください。先輩と自分の仲っすよ。まさかポテト一つなんてしょぼいもんじゃ済まさないっすよね。
Wait, I thought we're close. She forgot the apostrophe. She was getting awfully cocky about this. Understood. I'll be right back with your order. Thank you for waiting. I flashed her a vibrant smile and set a plate comprised of miscellaneous food in front of Kika.
なんすかこれ。
Leftovers, you know. The friend special. A kid's meal. It's delicious, really.
おお、ケチャップライスに爪楊枝の旗が立ってるっす。なんて喜ぶわけねえじゃねえっすか。自分をお子様扱いしないでくださいよ。
No, our restaurant's kids meal is honestly pretty delicious.
はあ？本当っすか？
Yeah, and take my word for it and try a bite.
まあ、食べ物を粗末にしたくないんで食うっすけど。
Kika began to munch away at the kids' meal.
美味しいっすね。
We call it the kids' meal, but we use regular ingredients for it like any other dish. Oh, right, because other restaurants don't use regular ingredients for a kids' meal. It's more like a mini plate at a reasonable cost, so I think it's better suited for women than you'd expect.
でもこの動物がプリントされたプレート、いかにもって感じでちょっとはずいんすけど。
It's only embarrassing for guys. If it's a girl that orders off the kids' menu, it's cute. Well, try to grin and bear it. I was about to bring up. I was about to say like the bear print on the plate, but I I needed to make sure it said animal print, so it kind of ruins the joke. Whoops! There are orders coming in. Eat that, then leave. I said as much and left Kika's seat. I went on break when the other service staff clocked in. I wonder if Kika already left. I took a drink of the cola I had poured for myself at the drink dispensers when...
当のチーフ、ご指名が入ったっすよ。
Oh boy. Seriously? I just went on my break though. Who asked me? Who asked for me?
同じ学園の女の子みたいっすね。
Okay, well at least she isn't declaring herself his girlfriend. Don't worry about her then. Tell her to leave already.
そんなこと言っていいんすか？
It's fine. She's just an underclassman from my club.
了解っす。
I had told her to leave after she ate already. She ate anyway.
当のチーフ。
The newbie promptly came back. What is it this time?
さっきの女の子からことづてがあるんすけど、早く来ないと自分が先輩のセフレだってみんなに言いふらしますよ。だそうです。
This isn't even blackmail anymore. She's just straight up lying. I mean, it's not the first time she's done it. She's kind of gone from lying to blackmail to lying again. Hey, you!
あ、来たっすね。
You're spreading some outrageous lies. What's going to happen to me if people start to believe your crap?
だって暇だったんすもん。相手してくださいよ。
You tried to destroy my social status for a reason like that.
しょうがないじゃないっすか。ご主人様の自分が呼んでるのに早く帰れなんて奴隷のくせにありえないっす。
Seriously, I'm going to take back treating you earlier. I tapped away at the order terminal.
あ、ちょっとやめてくださいよ。
Shut up. You deserve social repercussions of some kind.
これでもちゃんと先輩に配慮してるんすよ。
How do you figure?
仕事の邪魔はしちゃいけないと思って先輩が休憩に入るまで絡まないであげたっす。
Figure.
どうっすか？自分偉くないっすか？
Your arrogance really knows no bounds.
今は休憩時間っすよね。先輩だって暇でしょ？構ってくださいよ。
Don't be ridiculous. I can't stand around chatting in the restaurant while I'm in my uniform.
じゃあスタッフルームでも OK っす。
You have absolutely no shame, do you?
まあまあ仲良くしましょうよ。
I guess you won't take no for an answer. There was no telling what she would do if I left her to her own devices.
へえ、スタッフルームってこういう感じなんすね。
This place is normally off limits to non-staff. Outsiders aren't really allowed in.
じゃあ先輩の彼女枠ってことで一つ。
I slowly shook my head. You know, I'm trying to maintain my image as a responsible young man here. And people will think poorly of me if you're my girlfriend.
マジひでっすね、その言い草。まるで私が汚れみたいじゃないっすか。
Do you really think there are any pure women out there who advertise that they want to be friends with benefits with someone?
ここにいるじゃないっすか。自分、聖女っすからね。聖だけに。
It's rare to find someone whose name is as mismatched as whose name is as mismatched with their nature as you.
ああ、そういうこと言うんすか。もういいっす。先輩嫌い。あちこちで先輩のセフレだって言いふらしてやる。
I'm sorry, that was a little much.
反省してるっすか？
Of course I am.
じゃあ許してあげるっす。
Crosses fingers behind back. Her attitude and facial expressions really did change at the drop of a hat. I'm on a break, but I don't feel like I had a chance to rest at all.
先輩って休憩時間に何してるんすか？
I read manga on my phone and stuff.
ああ、面白いの多いっすよね。自分もよく読むっす。
Wow, what kinds do you read?
自分は恋愛ものが多いっすね。最近ハマったのははめ殺し上手の高宮さんとか殴らないで長巻さんとかっす。
beat down Master Takamiya and don't hit me Nagamaki. Are those meant to be parodies of Takagi and Nagatoro? You've got Taka from Takagi and Takamiya, and you've got Naga from Nagatoro and Nagamaki. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, you know, because they are literally Kika. But like, do you have to be so on the nose? At least go with like Uzaki. I don't know. Those are kind of disturbing titles.
いや、中身は学生が普通に恋愛するだけっすよ。女の子がちょっと S で、主人公をいじめたり驚かしたり陥れたり悔しがらせたり泣かしたり絶望させたりするだけっす。
What part of that's a normal love story?
いやー、最近の男子って奥手というか受け身じゃないっすか。上司から強引に迫られる内容の方がウケるんすよ。
What's the world coming to?
そういう意味じゃ先輩も受け身体質っすよね。もしかしたらドハマりするかも。
I'm not really into being teased or anything.
またまた先輩ったら私からいじられるの大好きなくせに。
Don't push your wild ideas onto me.
今度先輩も読んでみてください。面白いっすよ。高宮さんと長巻さん。
No way. There's zero chance I'll read those. My break passed by in the blink of an eye while I chatted with Kika. Work is finally over. Kika ultimately stuck around at the restaurant for my entire shift. I didn't get a single moment of rest thanks to her.
お疲れ様っす。
So, what are you doing? I asked with Kika latched onto my arm.
歩いてますが。
I don't mean that. My place is this way. Where are you heading?
もち、先輩の家っす。
Ah, so he can do that trick that you told him to do for girls, right? You're planning to tail me again?
そんな泣きそうな顔しないでくださいよ。まるで私が嫌がらせしてるみたいじゃないですか。
What? No. What do you mean? You harassing me? I've never thought that a day in my life. So you are aware that this is harassment?
先輩、女の子と腕絡ませて歩いてるんすよ。せめて、やったね、ご褒美だくらいには思ってくださいよ。ほらほら、グリグリ。
She hugged my arm tightly and rubbed her head against me. You really should be more choosy about people.
選んでるっすよ。こんなこと誰彼構わずやるわけじゃないっす。
Hold on a second. Does that mean you're sucking up to me because it's me?
当然っす。先輩だから懐いてるんじゃないっすか。
Oh. She could be an annoying... She could be annoying sometimes. But I didn't mind it when she fawned on me like this, without any ulterior motives. Well, that's what you think.
それより、先輩に相談っす。
About what?
前回やった青春部の海イベント、かなり好評だったんすよ。それもあって、第2弾を希望する声が上がってるんす。
Really?
はい。だから早急に打ち合わせしたいなーっと。ということで、これから先輩ん家で企画会議っす。
I'm really tired from work though.
自分は全然平気っす。
Yeah, I bet you do.
自分先輩のバイトが終わるまでわざわざ待っててあげたんすよ。そんな私をここで追い返すんすか？そんなの寂しいっす。
I get it. What will I do with you? I found myself smiling wryly.
じゃあ先輩、コンビニ寄ってきましょう。
Is there something you want to pick up?
お菓子とかジュースとか買って帰るんすよ。先輩のおごりで。
You're awfully shrewd, aren't you?
どうすか？
Sure, I'll treat you. Buy all you want, buy all you want, damn it.
先輩大好きっす。
Kika really knew how to wrap a guy around her finger. Yeah, but the only guy she wants wrapped around her finger is you. I'm back.
お邪魔するっす。
Maybe he should read Takagi and Nagatoro so that he understands Kika's personality more. Make him realize that she's only doing this because she likes him.
おかえりー。って、あれ、キカちゃん？
She says she wants to have a strategy session about upcoming youth collective activities.
そうなんだ。
これ、お土産っす。大したものじゃないっすけど、いろいろ買ってきましたんで。よかったら後で食べてください。
ありがとう。
Kika handed Ritsu the pudding and snacks I'd treated her to.
お兄ちゃん、ご飯は食べてきた？わ
No, nothing today.
かった。じゃあ今から用意するね。何？どうしたの？
Kika was staring at Ritsu intently. Kika, what is it?
りっちゃん、
はい。
体調悪くないっすか？熱ありますよね。無理して起きてちゃダメっすよ。
You do? Well, she is blushing a lot more than she usually does.
あれ、どうしてわかったの？
顔を見ればわかるっす。
I took another look and she was right. Ritsu did look a little worn down.
りっちゃん、早く寝た方がいいっすよ。
でも、お兄ちゃんの晩ご飯を作らないと。
Don't worry about that. If you're sick, go rest.
ご飯なら自分が作っときますんで。
キカちゃんが？
ふふん。こう見えて家事は得意なんすよ。自分に任せといてください。はい、完成っす。
Rice, miso paste, miso soup, a side salad, an omelette, a meat and veggie stir fry that resembled twice cooked pork, and sweet and sour chicken. She'd whip this up in under half an hour.
卵がゆも作ったんで、りっちゃんの部屋に持っていきますね。
Sure. Kika's skill level went above and beyond my expectations, and I was rendered speechless. Wait. There's a chance the flavor's not right. I tried a quick taste while Kika headed to Ritsu's room. Hey, this is great. The omelette was fluffy, and she had enhanced the overall flavor of the stir fry with the Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I guess it hadn't been a bluff. She really was a great cook.
戻りましたよー。って何つまみ食いしてるんすか？
Sorry, I couldn't wait.
いけない子っすね。
How was she?
だるそうにしてましたけど、一人で食べれるって言うんで、おかゆ置いてきました。
I see. Thank you.
いえいえ。ところでこれ、一人で食べきったりします？
Kika asked while she pointed at the dishes lined up on the table. There's no way I could eat all of this.
じゃあ自分も先輩と一緒に食べるっす。いいっすよね。
Of course. You are the one who made all of this after all.
はーい。先輩と一緒にご飯っす。
Kika happily got chopsticks ready. Alright, thanks for the meal.
いただくっす。
We silently ate the meal Kika had made together.
味はどうっすか？
It tastes great. You made all of this with only the ingredients and seasoning we have in the house?
もちっす。
You must actually be really into cooking if you were able to make such a great meal in someone else's kitchen.
やり込んだっていうか、やるしかなかったっていうか、まあそんなとこっす。別に料理が好きなわけじゃないっすよ。めんどくさいっすからね。
What? That's a shame. You're so good at it.
そうっす か？まあ、先輩がどうしてもって言うなら作ってあげてもいいっすよ。
Yeah, I'd love to ask you too. While I could cook for myself, it would be nice to watch Kika in the kitchen to see how she prepared and seasoned her food.
じゃあ自分と結婚してくださいよ。自分好きでもない男性に料理を振る舞う趣味はないんで。
Got it. Want to marry me then?
え？
We can go to the ward office together tomorrow.
なんすか？マジに取らないでくださいよ。
You're the one who suggested it. What are you freaking out about?
ビビってないっす。そういうこと言う先輩はもう没収で。
Kika crudely pulled my meal out from in front of me. Hey, wait! Leave the stir fry here.
私のテリトリーに入ってくんな。
Damn, I'm not going to lose. Afterward, Kika and I fought over the stir fry with our chopsticks like children. And we still don't get a CG of anything. Bruh, where the fuck are they? Okay, all done. I cleaned up after dinner and headed back to my room. Meanwhile, Kika was checking in on Ritsu.
お邪魔するっす。
Sure. How is Ritsu?
おかゆ食べ終わってもう寝てるっす。食欲もあるみたいなんで、明日には良くなってるんじゃないっすかね。きっとただの風邪でしょ。
I see. Thank goodness. You are a huge help today.
気にしないでください。行きがけのダチンみたいなもんっす。
You're surprisingly considerate. I hadn't thought she would be able to tell Ritsu was unwell at a glance.
あ、今更っすか。これでも自分気遣いスキル高いんすよ。あれこれと先輩に絡んでるのも自分なりの気遣いなんすから。
Seriously? I hadn't noticed. You like to pester me all the time, so I figured you just liked teasing me.
まあそれもありますけど。
Yeah, but only you. Except if it's in a except when it's in a different character's route, and in that case, she likes teasing Shinji. Seriously?
でも気遣いっていうのも本当っすよ。先輩ってなんか放っておけないんすよね。
Sorry about that.
そう思うならもう少し感謝してほしいっす。
I am grateful, to an extent. I wish you'd be a little nicer to me, though.
でも先輩、私が優しくしたら惚れちゃいません？
Yeah, but you read Nagotora and Takagi. In both series, the main guy falls in love with the girl, even though she's a bitch. Sure, let's go with that. Would it be a bad thing if I did fall for you?
いやー、自分としては特に問題ないんすけどね。でも自分、不良物件なんで。
Kika showed me a somewhat resigned smile. You shouldn't talk about yourself that way. You're plenty cute, and I think you should have more confidence in yourself.
もち、自分が可愛いのは知ってるっす。ただ、いろいろと複雑なんすよ、自分。それに先輩を巻き込みたくないんす。
Yeah, I could more or less imagine. Youth had been the farthest thing from my mind due to financial and family circumstances. Until only a short time ago, I bet Keiko was dealing with a similar situation. Hey, Keiko. I'm in no position to say this, but you don't need to do everything on your own. We're both friends from the same youth collective. If there's something I can do, feel free to tell me.
いっす。もしそん時が来たら、一番に先輩を頼るっす。
It's a promise.
先輩こそ、逃げ出さないでくださいよ。
Yeah, you can count on me.
とにかく、これでようやく本題に入れるっすね。
Business?
先輩、忘れないでくださいよ。第2回青春イベントの内容を決める企画会議っす。
Oh, so we did.
お菓子もジュースもいっぱい買ってきたんで、今日は決めるまで帰らないっすよ。
You really should go home before midnight, though.
さあ、帰るかどうかは先輩次第っすね。
So Kika said as she opened up the bag of snacks we'd bought.